Good morning and welcome back. So in this video I want to show you guys how to take an appropriate female measurement for a two-piece. Now the picture you're seeing on the screen is what we are trying to make, right? So let us watch the video to the end and learn how to take the measurement, because measurements is the foundation to any successful sewing. So here with me I have my student by name Makison, and she's going to be our model in this illustration. So now, before we proceed, I want to list the areas of measurement that we are going to take, and which are the bust, the shoulder, the sleeve length, the round sleeve, the neck, the shirt length or top length. Now, bear in mind, on the sleeve length, it could be short sleeve, 3/4 or long, depending on your customer's preference or choice. Now, the next you want to measure will be the waist, the hip, the lap, the knee, ankle, and the length of the trouser. Now, also bear in mind that on the trouser aspect, it could be a high waist trouser or a regular waist trouser. So you ask your customer what she wants, then she will indicate that she wants it to be high waist or normal waistline. Then whichever one she chooses, you now start measuring in accordance to that. Now, also bear in mind as well that for a perfect result or perfect fitting, it's advisable that you use your customer's lap measurement to cut the knee and the ankle for you to achieve this effect of a flowing fitted lap and the freeness of the knee and ankle. Now, also note importantly that on the length of trouser, it will not follow the regular length of the customer. It will be way longer than the person's regular length, because of the fact that it's a very bogus trouser. When you're making a trouser that is big enough, or palazzo trouser, it should flow up to the floor, and consider the fact that she will wear high heels on it, so it will now cover when the heels comes in. So these things are the foundation you need to know before you start measuring. So let's get to the measurement proper. So here you will measure the bust circumference just like this. The tape will pass around the bust area and go out through this way. For the guys making female clothes, always stay beside while taking the bust measurement. For you not to inconvenience your customer or your client, don't stay in front this way. She might not be comfortable when you're in front taking her measurement. So the bust I have here is a bust of 42. Now bear in mind that this shirt could be a bottle shirt or a V-neck shirt. So whichever one you are making, she will tell you that you measure accordingly. So the bust I have is 42, and then I will measure the shape. Also bear in mind that the under bust is not needed, because it's a kind of a free wear. You don't need under bust measurement on this particular dress. So the shape I have is a shape of 39. It will not be too tight or too big. It will just fit properly on her body. And the next I have is the shoulder. So the shoulder I have is a shoulder of 16 from that bone of the other side across to this other side. And also bear in mind that this can be called half back. Half back is from the center of the neck, just this way, across to the shoulder point, just like this. After this, then once you stop the point of your shoulder, hold the tape there and push the tape head to continue from where you stop on the shoulder to take your sleeve length. Now, sleeve length could be short sleeve, 3/4 or long, depends on your customer's preference. Then you measure the roundness of the hand this way, which is called the round sleeve. You go out through like this, and then ask her to coil the hand, and then get the fitted nature of the muzzle protrusion, and you have your round sleeve for your short sleeve. Then for 3/4, also measure where it ended, where the sleeve length ended for 3/4. You take the reading of the bicep area, and of course the point it ended. After this, you measure the wrist, something of this nature. Now the wrist could be cuff link, or could be button, or whatever you want to use as the fastener on this area. After that, you now take the neck measurement. Now the neck measurement goes this way. It should not be too tight or too big. It should be resting on her neckline, just like this. I have it to be 15 for her neck. After that, you now take her shirt measurement. Now, on female shirts, it is a bit hanging, except she wants to have a crop top shirt or a bigger shirt. So which one do you prefer? Crop top with a high waist trouser or a long shirt? Make a choice. Crop top. All right. So my client said she wants to have a crop top. Now, in this case, we are going to make a high waist trouser so that the high waist will meet the crop top where it stops, right? So now, the length of the crop top we have is a length of 18. And that means that from this 18 is where her high waist will start from. So we have measured her crop top length as 18. So we are done with the top measurement. Now the next we want to do now will be the trouser measurement. And we now note importantly that we must start from where the 18 stops to take the waistline measurement. So the waist we have on this point is a waistline measurement. Now at this point, you will tighten the tape on her navel because it will have a side zip at the edge here. So here we have a waist of 32 and a half on the fitted measurement, 32.5 at maximum of 33. If you want to give it a little bit freeness here, 33. And then, most importantly, you measure the hip area. Note that on the hip measurement, it should not be fitted like the normal way you measure skirts or other gowns. On trousers, it should be a bit free. So the hip area we have, the tape must pass on the most protruding part of the hip and the side of this side this way, and then it goes all through around this way, and you open it up a bit. So the hip we have is a hip of 48. It's what we are going to use to take her reading. Hip of 48. After that, then you take your customer's lap measurement. Make sure that the tape entered on the most bulging part of her body this way, and then it should not be too tight or too free as well. So the lap I have is lap of 29. I will take this same lap measurement for her knee and for her ankle as well. After which, you now take the reading from the point where you took her waist from, and then the length of trouser comes next. The tape will be able to touch the floor and have it to be 43. So these are the measurements we are going to work with, and we are going to use it in our drafting stages. So I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Ask questions. I will answer you in the comment section. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.